Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining in our Silver strategy session tonight. I'm really excited, so let's get to it. So what is Silver? Silver is when you have 3 qualified ambassadors on your team. So if you're qualified ambassador, that means you have your auto qualification turned on and you have 100 PV or more on your going through your website. Now, as of October, you will not have to have your auto qualification turned on to be a qualified ambassador. So that's a new thing that's happening, but it's good practice for us to make sure that people are getting their products at an appropriate time. And so even though you don't have to be qualified to get paid, you don't have to have your backup order on to be qualified, it's still a good practice to do with new ambassadors who may order on the 6th and maybe need to order on the 6th again, but they don't think about it because it's a new thing. So just keep that in the back of your mind. So let me say that again. To go Silver, you need to have 3 qualified ambassadors on your team. If you join in September and you have 3 people on your team in September, when you're qualified in the same month that you join, when you have 3 new people that are qualified in the same month that you join, that just means that they order a welcome pack and have their auto qualification turned on, and then they're qualified. If it's not your joining month, let's say that this happened to me. I joined in September last year, but I didn't go Silver until November because it took that long for people. Some people would order a welcome pack in September. Let's say I had 2 people order with welcome packs in September. Well, then in October, I only had 1 person order a welcome pack, and then I had other people not order. So it was just a big hot mess. But if you can get 3 people with welcome packs on your team in 1 month, the same month that you join, or at any month, then you can go Silver. And if you're, I don't think I did a very good job of explaining it, or maybe I explained it too thorough, but if you have questions about it, let me know. What you need to know is 3 qualified ambassadors, Silver. So why should you care about going Silver? I'm looking at my notes too. It's the beginning of your journey. If you can get to Silver, you can get to the rest of the ranks. You can rank up. You just got to get to Silver first. That's the first goal. That's the one you're looking at. Sure, maybe you want to be a diamond someday, but first you've got to look at Silver. That's what you're shooting for. When you do get Silver, you get some confidence. You're like, hey, I didn't die when I was sharing Plexus with people. This is kind of fun. I'm getting to help people. You gain that confidence. And then you realize that you, by joining this team, have a huge support system. We are in this together. We do this together. We share ideas with each other, and we want to help everyone succeed. So when you're also Silver, you get your products paid for. So when you hit Silver, you get a $100 bonus, but you also, because of Plexus's amazing compensation plan that I'm going to show you in just a minute, you also get $25 business building bonuses from each welcome pack that your ambassadors purchase. So, and if they purchase the larger one, you get a bigger chunk. It's basically you get 1/4 or 25% of whatever amount they purchase. So you would get $75, 25, 25, 25 when they order a welcome pack. So really you're making $175 in your first month. That will pay for your products for sure. So you can get your products paid for, you can go Silver, get some confidence, and have fun doing it. So let's talk about how to get to Silver quickly. We're going to talk about 3 things. First one is getting the word out publicly and establishing yourself as a Plexus ambassador. Number 2 is earning while you learn, and number 3 is making the list. So let's talk about number 1. Getting the word out that you are a Plexus ambassador is a huge thing. Social media is a big deal. Everyone's on it. It seems like having Facebook is a necessity of life now, even if you're not on it all the time, and I don't recommend you being on it all the time. You have to have discipline, but it is a good idea to establish yourself on Facebook or on social media as being a Plexus ambassador. So a lot of people, and I was like this too, but I know some people on our team who were not like this. I thought, okay, well, before I share with anyone, I need to know the products. I need to have a story. I need to be established before I share with anyone. But that is a slow way of doing things. If you want to rank up quickly, if you want to get silver quickly, you've got to just jump in. And Tiffany Cuesta is who I think of whenever I think of someone who just jumped all in. She believed right from the beginning that these products worked, and she just did not hold back. And she still is not holding back. She's still going. And I think that belief is the core of her success, because she has so much belief, and rightly so. The products are working, and so she's just going with it. And I wish that I would have had that belief in the products from the very, very beginning, because they do work. I've read so many testimonies that they work. So what you can do, or what I wish I would have done, is I wish I would have gotten a few friends that, hey, I'm doing this Plexus stuff, and I don't know anything about it. I do know that it's supposed to make me healthy, and I want to be healthy, and I don't know if that's something that you're interested in, but maybe we could do this together. So kind of going in blindly with someone else, or 2 people, or 3 people. I wish I would have done that instead of waiting until I had it all together. Because let me tell you, I still don't have it all together, and I've been doing this a year, so you'll never have it all together. But I wish I would have said, hey, friends, grab 2 friends, let's do this together. And that's how you can become silver quicker than if you just wait around until you have a good story, because you can use other people's stories. Another thing is, think about people who love you and want to support you. Maybe reach out to your mom or your aunt or your grandma or whoever. Think about who in your life would want to support you in this endeavor. So whenever you post on Facebook, whenever you're establishing yourself, if you don't know anything, if you haven't even gotten your products yet, it's okay. You can still say why you joined Plexus, how you're excited about this journey, and what you hope to see happen. Because here's the thing. I, Jana Barnes, will never have IBS. I don't have IBS. I'm not ever going to have IBS, knock on wood. But I know a lot of people who have had issues from IBS resolved, or they don't have IBS issues anymore because of Plexus. Now, if I never shared an IBS testimony because I don't have it, that doesn't make sense at all. So I shared migraine testimonies at the very beginning of my Plexus journey. Now, do I have migraines? No. Have I ever had a migraine? No, I have not. But there are people on my friends list who have had migraines and they struggle with that. There are people on your friends list who have IBS and they struggle with it. They probably don't talk about it very much because it's not a really popular topic to talk about, but they probably struggle with it, and you just never ever know. So posting other people's stories on Facebook, even if it's not your own, is really, really powerful, because you may never have that issue ever, but someone else probably does. A lot of people, I think that our team is different because we don't overbrand ourselves. We are big on quality over quantity in posting, because I personally believe that overbranding is unattractive, and it doesn't attract the kind of people that you want on your team, because then that just breeds more overbranding. And what I'm talking about is posting 7 times a day on Facebook just so you can check, okay, I posted at 8 a.m. and I posted at 10 a.m. and I posted, no, just no. I would much rather you post one or two times a day, maybe if that. I mean, I say that I haven't posted in like 3 days about anything just because I've been off Facebook for a while, or I just haven't posted about anything. And I don't know, I think when you're establishing yourself as a Plexus ambassador, it's more important to keep that consistency of 1 a day, or 1 or 2 a day, maybe 1 Plexus, 1 personal, just so people can kind of wrap their head around, okay, she's a Plexus ambassador. Now, I've been doing this for a year. When I post an article about gut health, people can assume that, okay, well, she must be talking about that Plexus stuff or health stuff because I've established myself as an ambassador. But to establish yourself, you've got to put your name out there associated with Plexus, and you want to do that in a good way. There's a video by Rachel Rogers, and it's on the Empowered page, but I'll post it in the comments of this video's post. It's called like Facebook Posting 101, and it's really good. Oops. It's really, really good. So I'm going to encourage you to watch that. Again, if you haven't already, Facebook Posting 101. It's basically don't be salesy and use graphics. Don't put your website in the post whenever you're posting. Don't put your website in there. That just screams sales advert. It's just not good. It's a turnoff. So let's see. Let me show you some things on here that was super helpful to me. I'm going to share my screen with you. Wait for it. I'm going to share my screen, and I'm going to show you a few things that you can use on Facebook as tools to help you out. Okay, here is my Facebook. And so what you can do is, okay, let's see, you find a really good article or picture or a Plexus post. Here I go, looking for something, scrolling. Okay, I'll just use Shelby. Now, before, Facebook had a little arrow right here, but they've moved the arrow, so wherever the little arrow is, find it. There's the arrow, click on it, save post, and done. So now you go to home, and you go over here to saved posts. It's in this left side, saved, you click on it, and there's the post that I just saved. Now I have a lot of ammunition in this little saved section, because if you see up here, I have saved 520 posts total. 91 of them are links. I saved Why Methylation Matters because I think it was interesting. I saved it from Brooke Light's post, so I can click on Brooke Light's post and I can copy that post into my post. So what you want to do, instead of hitting share, don't do that, because the Facebook algorithm will not make that as present on news feeds as it will coming from your post. Hey Josh, can you give me a thumbs up if you can see my screen? Sweet. Okay, so here's what you want to do. You want to highlight, you copy, you paste, anyway, you get what I'm doing. I'm copying and pasting. I'm not just sharing. And then you attach the article to the end. I'm going to assume you know how. I'm just going to go get it, just in case you don't know how to do that. Or if it's an article, go to saved. So here I am at the article. You can save it. Let's see. Most articles have like a sharing function on it. But if they don't, you just click the website, copy, paste, and there it is. And once it's on there, you can take that off. So there is a post. I've copied it word for word from Brooke Light, but I've made it my own. And you don't have to copy word for word. You can spruce it up a bit with your personality, but you don't have to. I mean, if you like what they say, then you can do whatever you want, really. So I'm not going to post that right now, though, because I don't want to, because I'm showing you stuff. So that is saved posts. So you can save pictures, videos, links, whatever, and they're all categorized for you. So if you're like, I don't know what to post, look at someone else's stuff. We have really creative people, and so just steal stuff from them. It's not a crime. We all share things. But if it's a personal thing, like my friend Molly shared something about her kid, I wanted to ask her permission before I just shared something about someone else's kid. So if it's super personal, I just messaged her and said, hey, can I use this? So you might do that just because it's considerate. Also, on my home page, I guess, I have non-Plexus people. I have friends list. Non-Plexus people, I have my dream team list. I'm going to show you how to get those lists. So, because here's the thing. If I'm scrolling, I've got Kayleen right here. This is on my newsfeed. I've got Kayleen. I have Mary, and I have Nicole, and I have Carissa. Basically, a lot of Plexus people show up on my newsfeed because I'm interacting with them. So I don't need to reach out to Plexus people whenever I'm trying to reach out to new people. They're already in Plexus. So I create friends lists. So if you go to friends, I got Plexus big timers right here because those are where I get inspiration. So here's my non-Plexus people. And these are just people who I think of, who we'll talk about later. There are 60 of them on this list. I just add people to the list if I want to. And here they are all here. And so if I want to keep in touch with people, if I'm intentionally connecting with people who are not with Plexus, I just go through here. I like their stuff. I comment on their things. I kind of weed through the Plexus craziness that's on my personal news feed. So if you go to home again, let's say that I'm interested in Jill Tracy being on my Plexus team, and I want to see her post first, no matter what. So I hover over her name, and then you go down here, you see following. Let me move this up. You got, yeah, we're friends. Yeah, I'm following her. Well, instead of default, which is see post as usual, you can see hers first. So from now on, Jill Tracy, whenever oh shoot, well, it didn't do it. But she's supposed to have a star by her name because I'm supposed to see her post first. And I will, but I don't know why it didn't do that. But yeah, I'm going to see her post first from now on in my homepage. Let's see. I think that's all. You can have a dream team. Mine hasn't been updated because JC is on my team now. So that's fun. And it's kind of fun to see like who you've been reaching out to and then intentionally connecting with. And I think that's a better way of wording it than reaching out. I think that you make intentional connection with people, and whether it results in Plexus or not, you're just making connections with people. Okay, so I think that's all I'm going to talk about for that. Let me go back to the big screen. Okay. So, post on Facebook. You can still post from others. You can intentionally engage with those friends on the friend list, and you can establish yourself as a Plexus ambassador. So, the second thing is earning while you learn. Let me tell you, you'll never, ever, ever know everything there is to know about Plexus. But there are some things you do need to know at the very beginning in order to be successful. So, what is Plexus? Plexus is a health and wellness company. It does 3 things. All the products do 3 things. They're 3 R's. They regulate blood sugar, they restore gut health, and they reduce inflammation. 3 R's. That's what it does. All of Plexus, they do those 3 things. It's really simple. And so there are specifics, obviously, about ProBio 5 or Slim or BioCleanse. But if you look, whenever you got the welcome kit, you have those little cards that tell you everything about the products. Let me see if I have them down here. Here's your welcome kit. And then you have little product information cards that are super, super helpful. It says our Plexus product guide or your Plexus product guide. And so go in here and you look at, I want to know about Mega X. So Mega X is on the front, and then it tells you a little bit about it. And then on the back, it has talking points about Mega X. It combines the full range of omegas with no fishy aftertaste. And here's what you might say whenever someone asks you about Mega X. So use these cards whenever you're first starting out. It even gives you a product pricing guide. They're good stuff in here. All right, these success kits are really just that. They set you up for success. And if you're interested in working the business, then this quick start guide is money. It's awesome. It's like this. It's really simple, but it has everything you need to know to get started and to be successful. So use those things, and you can even get with your sponsor to go over them with you, and it'd be awesome. So how does somebody order from you? Let's say you got someone interested. How do they order? Well, when you signed up as an ambassador, you got a website. Mine's www.shopmyplexus.com/Jana Barnes. So you always want to suggest people order preferred if they're ordering $100 or less. If they're going to order $100 or less a product, preferred is the way to go. Why? Because it's cheaper for them and you get a bonus. You get a preferred customer bonus for every single order that they make. Here is I'm going to share my screen again and show you the compensation plan chart real quick. So here it is, Silver Ambassador, annual membership current, backup orders in place, 3 qualified ambassadors on your level 1, you get a $100 bonus. And you also start getting paid on levels 1 through 5. Now you may think, oh my goodness, it's going to take me forever to get levels 1 through 5, but it really doesn't take that long. So the preferred customer bonuses are down here. If someone signs up as a preferred customer and they order the triplex right here, then you get a $20 bonus if they order the triplex. If they order slim, you get a $15 bonus. Let's say that you have like 3 preferred customers and they all order the triplex, then you get $20, $40, $60 extra. So it's really cool that we get preferred customer bonuses, and it's also really cool that it's cheaper for the customer. We want them to get good deals. We like getting bonuses. It's a win-win. Now here's the catch with preferred customers. If you have a preferred customer that orders on September 19th today, then their order will automatically ship on October 19th, no matter what. It's your job as an ambassador, a responsible ambassador, to get in contact with them maybe a week before their order, maybe a few days before October 19th, and say, look, Susie, your order, maybe say it nicer than that, but say your order is shipping on October 19th. Do you still want it? Do you want to change it? What do you think about it? But as a responsible ambassador, you should be keeping in contact with your new preferred customers, new ambassadors, anyone new on your team. You should be keeping in contact with them weekly. Whenever someone signs up on my team, I get my calendar and, oh goodness, let me stop that for a second. I get my calendar and I just write like, Shelby joined this day. So I just put in my calendar for every Thursday. If she joined on a Thursday, I put every Thursday after that. The first week, I check on if they got their products or not. If they haven't, figure it out. Call customer service, whatever. Make sure that they know that die-off may come, so get ready. The second week, I make sure that they're doing okay with die-off. Do they have any questions? Do we need to adjust their ProBio 5 or BioCleanse or whatever? The third week, I make sure that they're still doing okay. How's die-off happening? How are you feeling? Because it may take a little bit. Some people have die-off right away. Some people don't. And then the fourth week, I just make sure that, hey, are you okay? Would you like to order again? Keep that cycle going. And then after the first month, I check in with them monthly as a customer, unless they need to be checked in more. And I do the same kind of cycle with ambassadors too. I don't really do much different between my ambassadors and my customers, but my ambassadors get wholesale prices and my customers don't. And my ambassadors usually order over 100 PV of product. That's because it's a cheaper price for someone who's going to order the triplex every month to just buy wholesale. Even if they don't want to work the business, they buy 100 PV every month. They get points, or I get points for them, and they get the products cheaper. So also win-win. Now I keep saying PV. That's point value. Each product is associated with a point value. The triplex is 101 PV, but it's more than $101 for wholesale. It's $109. So PV is similar to the dollar amount, but it's not exactly. So earn while you learn. You'll never know everything. So just start sharing and know the basics. Rely on your sponsor. Refer to your sponsor. Use us for resources. And use your product cards. All right. Number 3, the list. This is not a hit list. This is your contact list of people who you care about and who you think could use these products. Now, your list is always evolving. I'm very intentional about putting myself in situations where I could grow my network. I'm always trying to grow my network. If it's a new church event or a new community event, just getting out there and doing stuff. I stay at home with my kids. I'm not around people all day, every day. So for me, I have to be very intentional about getting out there and doing stuff. And I encourage you to do the same thing too. Whenever you're making your Facebook posts, whenever you're putting your name out there, keep a record of who is liking and commenting on your post, and reach out to them. Now wait, I should probably say intentionally connect with them rather than reaching out, because in my mind those two things are different. But I really like what my friend Shelby King said whenever she was reaching out to people, and instead of like saying, "Hey, thanks for liking my post. Have you heard of Plexus? Do you want to do Plexus?" Because that seems kind of salesy. But instead, she kind of just thanks them and thank you for supporting me. I love Plexus because of it helps with my health. And how are you doing? I noticed your kid got, I don't know, he's in a play at school, and that's really fun. So instead of just saying, "Hey, thank you for liking my Plexus post. Do you like Plexus? Have you heard of it?" No. And I will post an example of her response in the comments, because I think it's so good. I think it's better to connect with people across the board. Relationships are how we connect with people. And if you care about people and if you care about others more than yourself, then you are going to be successful in this business. And I think that making the connections with people is just the best thing you can do. If you haven't seen Reaching Out Authentically, the video by Carissa, it has like 9,000 views, y'all. I mean, it's a big deal. And she's our sponsor. And so I'm going to post that in the comments too, because if you haven't watched that, you need to. Before you reach out, before you connect with anyone, you need to watch that video because it's so good. But make your list, shoot for 250 people. And if you're like, "Oh my gosh, that's a lot of people," yeah, it is a lot of people, but I guarantee you know that many people. Just look through your Facebook friends, think about who you interact with, think about, I don't know, just anyone. Think about people, write them down. If you want to have a launch event when you first become an ambassador, you can. Some people do this in the form of an online party. Whenever I first started, I did it in the form of a pink party, which means I just invited my friends to my house. We had dinner. I talked about Plexus, and some of them were interested and some of them were not. But we enjoyed a nice dinner, and we got to hang out, so it was fun. And then whenever I stopped doing the pink parties, I went to online parties so I could reach the people who didn't live around Springfield who I couldn't invite over to my house. But we do online parties every once in a while. We did them for a while, once a month or like sometimes 3 or 4 times a month, but I've stopped doing that. But there is a photo album called The Plexus Event on the Empowered page that has every single post, samples or examples of posts. You can copy the post and you can do your own event. You can invite your own people. It's really easy to do, and you can do it. The posts are all there for you. If you're going to be successful, like I said earlier, Tiffany is who I think of all the time when I think of belief, because she had such a strong belief. And you might hear people talk about the shield of confidence. I'm going to share the screen again because I'm going to show you this picture of the Plexus Shield of Confidence. Ooh, I don't know if you can still see the screen because that's really big. Okay, but basically, this right here in the middle is your story. If you have a story that, if someone tells me that Plexus products don't work, I'm going to laugh at them in the face because I know that Plexus is working for me. I haven't had to take allergy pills in an entire year. I mean, among other things, but that's huge. And so think of your story right here in the middle. That's your confidence. Confidence drives out fear. So if you're afraid of failing with this business, just get some confidence, and it comes in the form of your story, your experience with the products. If you don't have experience with the products yet, find testimonies. We have an amazing group called Life-Changing Plexus Testimonials, and if you wanted to be added to the group, let me know, because those are only posts through Tamara Holloway's team, which is our upline. So it's only our team. So, and there's amazing, amazing posts on there. We have scientific evidence behind the ingredients in our products, and those can be found on the Empowered page. It can also be found on PubMed or any reputable literature sites. You could just type in, now you can't type in Plexus Slim, but you can type in alpha lipoic acid and find the ingredients behind our products. We have a 60-day money-back guarantee for customers only. We only have a 5-day guarantee for ambassadors. But so some people say, okay, start off as a customer, see if you like it, and then switch to ambassador, because you can do that. But a lot of times I just say, look, I know you're going to like these products. I love them. So many people have loved them. I've never had anyone return their products. If you're going to order more than $100, just sign up as an ambassador. It's cheaper for you. I know you'll love it. Let's do it. And so they do sometimes. We have thousands of online testimonies from real people, and especially in that life-changing Plexus testimonies, they're on our team, Tamara Holloway's team. And so they're like not robots, they're real people. And our phenomenal growth of the company is just insane. I mean, there are, I think we did the math at convention, and there were like 2% of America that knew about Plexus, and that, I mean, the market is just huge. I'm going to stop sharing. And so if you are not confident yet in Plexus, you have lots of reasons to be. Okay, so the next thing and the last thing I'm going to talk about is following up. Emily Roberts is one of my favorite Diamond ambassadors, and she has a really great video about following up with people and not being annoying about it. So I think what I wish would have been more clear to me is that a follow-up is a follow-up, which means I don't have to talk Plexus talk to every follow-up that I do. So let's say that my friend JC likes my post. And so I write to her, hey, JC, thank you for liking my post. I'm really passionate about Plexus. I see you moved into a new house. I hope you're having a great day, blah, blah, blah. And she's like, great, thanks so much. Yeah, we have a new house, and it's really fun. How are you doing? And so by me responding to her and saying, hey, I'm doing great. It's really warm here, or I'm ready for fall. That is a contact. It wasn't anything about Plexus, but me responding to her is a contact. And so I think that intentional contact is intentional contact is intentional contact. And it may, because in my mind I was thinking, okay, I need to talk about Plexus 5 times, because if you're supposed to follow up 5 times, then that means I'm supposed to talk about Plexus 5 times. No, that is not right. Don't even think like that. When you follow up with people, or when you're talking to people, you're following up with them. Now, you do want to bring it up at some point. Maybe if they say, oh, my allergies are killing me, you're like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. Now, Sonia Dudley has a really good video about if someone is complaining, or if someone tells you, oh, I have diabetes, making them feel very cared for and important whenever they tell you their issues. And because we want to make people feel like we care about them, because we do care about them. But most people will make a decision about Plexus after the 5th contact. Now and I'm saying not just Plexus, but like normal chit-chat conversation. If it comes up, great, and you want to kind of make it come up if you can maneuver that in there. But if it doesn't ever come up, great, and you've contacted a new friend or an old new friend, and so that's just great. We want to be the farmers and not the hunters. We do not want to just go out there and try to get everyone we can on our team. And yeah, it's a numbers game, but we have to care about people. We have to care about their health and their wellness. And we want these products to work for them, because they worked for so many people. And so we are making contacts with people. Yeah, your journey may not be as quick as some other people, but that is okay. That's your journey. And we're just, sowing the land. We're planting seeds. I know that I think of Cassie Howard when I think of planting seeds, because she and I have a similar journey. It started off kind of slow, but she planted so many seeds at the very beginning, and then all of a sudden, like, they all started to sprout, and she had ambassador after ambassador after ambassador because she laid the groundwork at the beginning, and because she was establishing herself as a reputable, trustworthy Plexus ambassador who people could trust and like. And so, yeah, we just want to be farmers. We don't want to be pushy or annoying. My goodness, no, please don't do that. That nobody likes a salesperson. The best people who make the best ambassadors in Plexus say, oh, I'm not a salesperson, because nobody likes salespeople. Do not be salesy. It's not fun. Nobody likes it. So anyway, that's how you get to silver quickly. Silver is signing 3 qualified ambassadors on your level 1s. You get confidence and support. When you go Plexus Silver, you get a $100 bonus plus $75 business building bonuses. You start the power of 3, which I can post that video too. Silver is just the first step in your whole Plexus journey, and it's super important, and I am so excited for you to get there.